Так. Охренеть, туда сейчас все постирать, блин. Все вроде работает. Че, поиграем, наверное, с часов с другой эту игру? Привет всем, народ, привет! Решил я вот поиграть. Juarez. Gunslinger давно не играл, а это одна для меня из самых лучших игр про Дикий Запад с револьверами и так далее. Крутые мужики. Начнем историю. Так, новая игра плюс. Что дает новая игра плюс? Наверное, все оружие. Так. Давай просто начнем. Просто новая игра. Да. Я уже прошел обычную, высокой, настоящий запад. Давай с обратно с высокой.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Что-то маленькая зевота меня тут мучит. Так, чё, можно, нет? Ну, он уже давно зарядился, я что-то лежу.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies.
хочу настройка управления. Вот она. Чуть-чуть поменьше сделать.
But before I tell you why I want that son of a bitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Так, еще перки все закрыто у нас. Ну, правильно, новую игру я не стал делать это. Игру плюс. Игра реально классная. Так, мне что, можно взять, купить что-то или что? Мне это показывает. А, все, понял. Так, ну везде все потихоньку, тогда здесь тоже туда купим этот. Раз мы уже перки можем покупать. Еще 4. 2 сюда. 2 сюда. Все израсходовал, все 8.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Все же можно шмалить.
Who's that? Is he with us? Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move
Красивая
fast.
анимация, блин.
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire
Ближний
homestead.
бой.
Fire at will! Spread out, goddammit! Come on!
They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it. So that's just what I did.
Прикол, прикол, прикол!
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Хедшот. Есть. В щелку. Все, бегать нашел наконец-то. Так, как присаживаться? Так, еще раз настройки зайду. Здесь контрол. Что за контрол, блядь? Опа, лаги небольшие. Все, нашел.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Да что ты, сука? Охереть! Дул мне. Собака, откуда он там? Блядь, блядь. Сучонок.
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Точно, тут же еще можно и от пули ворачиваться.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
Там. Бум!
The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do you?
Indeed, darling. But where was I? Oh, yeah. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks. Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you! Watch your flank! Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Kaboom, ё-моё!
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
То, что надо везде полазить, тут нет, самородки раскинь. Самородки это карты, короче. Я покажу вам, если они тут... А так, параметры, достижения, но это все не то. Достижение это не то. Блять, и как мне теперь в игру вернуться? Издеваетесь, что ли? Я сейчас нажал достижение и... Чё за нахер? Ура, блин. Капец, вот это да. Ладно, пойдем в этот дом зайдем.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
А, это мой.
I passed Dirty Dave.
You ain't going nowhere. How about
And upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
Так, нашел белки, да?
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo! Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
I can keep this up all day!
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Where the hell Garrett get to? Shoot that bastard!
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side!"
Сука, попали. Второй закончились.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy. Discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatling," Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention."
Юрий.
I said that it was time to cut and run. He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway.
Гатлингом.
Dumbass that I was back then.
Those poor sons of bitches are done for!
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Горшок, блин.
Please, call me
Горшка дверь
Cyrus, man.
спиздил.
Now, where was I?
You were heading for the bar.
Че, нету никакой карточки.
Making my way past the castle of fallen foes.
Красивый эффект.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
Так,
I reckon you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
дуэль. Как тут что была дуэль? Pat Garrett.
you challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Фокусируем, 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 фокусируем.
And
Bach.
you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Че, вперед опять? Курочки. О,
After
курочку
the
можно
fight,
мочить.
maybe we
Охуеть.
could treat ourselves to some fried chicken.
Прикол, бля.
Stepped inside, and
Блин, по рожами.
last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on, how did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Точность 52%. Ну, окей. Продолжаем.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive,
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid. It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with
Что
John
там? Что
Kinney's
там?
gang. They were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Вот, самородки. Самородки — это вот эти вот карты. Тут просто описание, кто такие они вообще. Джон Уиллс, Харри и так далее. Черный Барт. Всякие знаменитые бандиты тогда. Вот, Билли Кит. Смотрите, какой маленький будрище. Полностью можем все. 21 человек он в свое время завалил. Ну, пойдет.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Все, давай, открывать.
My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob
Shotgun.
Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
реально, блин, видать, что игру делали с любовью. Эффекты вот это. Дробовик Боба. Спасибо, Боб.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Перестань.
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his face.
Хереть нафиг.
You hardly had to aim the thing. The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus.
Давайте из дробовика еще постреляю, если есть еще патроны.
Guards were everywhere looking for it.
Can't let them get away. Anybody see him? Kill him already! Sorry, son of a bitch!
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could. Some of that wood was slippery as hell.
Что, давай?
The town was up in arms. Suddenly,
Хрена два.
I was a fugitive.
Че, теперь куда? А, на лестнице вон вверх. Все, понял. Блять, нужно пострелять.
Billy broke out of jail.
Violence is not the answer.
Шо, и теперь куда? А, по скале, все, понял.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Ой, больно.
I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
О, да, baby.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Где вы, уроды?
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had
Люблю
Deputy
свою
Bob's
револьвером,
mean-ass shotgun.
Падла, блядь. Ну, сюда не идти. Так, сюда, тогда значит пойдем дальше.
They're shooting in the street.
Не пугай меня так, орешь.
Get your heads down!
There's children.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
О, затыку тоже дают очки. Давно, блядь, не играл в эту игру. Все позабывал. За что очки дают? Почему? Зачем и как?
I'll flank you! You can't get away with this!
Так. Тоже классно сделал так оружие, ты прям чувствуешь эти выстрелы, прям типа ба-ба-ба, блин. Что это реально оружие большого калибра, блин.
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Не знаю, или лучше взять до нее дробовик себе оставлю. Блять! Заново хочу начать. Я хочу начать заново. Я забыл, что тут можно В, это, так далее. Уклоняться, и ты делаешь комбо. Хочу заново это все. Так, я бы мог бы еще вернуться от пули, но нет. Не хотел. Блять, не то опять нажал. Заново. Ну давай, я ж нажимаю. Пробел. Вот это вот я хотел показать.
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Бахнем.
Because everybody in Lincoln
Бах, блядь.
No, because they all thought I was Billy, and all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Черепуху тебе.
Did he get away? Damn, he's hard to hit. Take him down. Leave him to me.
Нет, прикольно. Уровень получили. Сука.
I've got this. Don't let him get away. We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back. I'm putting you down.
Не открывается? Ящик такой странный стоит и не открывается, блин. Интересно, тут есть? Нет, тогда просто обход получается. А может когда-то было, просто уже собрал до этого.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. "Hello, Bob," I said.
Следующий.
"I think you better let me
Тебя у него
go."
пузо сейчас
And he says,
вывалится.
"I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun." So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Еще сфокусироваться на твоей башке, если получится. И почему я не выстрелил? Я ж нажимал на клавиатуру. Ни хрена понять теперь не могу. Ну, наконец.
Some say I fought unfairly.
Бесчестная
They
победа.
weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day. That
Бесчестный,
Garrett
бесчестный, он
gunned
меня
down
2 раза
Billy 3
подряд
months later.
завалил,
His
я тут
escape
бесчестно
was
выиграл.
all for naught anyway.
Че? Навыки. Да, быстро перезарядка. Все покупаем, все берем. Там, наверное, 100% каким нужно было, я не слушался. Может, там часы каким стучали, как у них там всегда принято, там, не знаю. Петух какой-то должен первый кукарекнуть. Потом только, наверное, стрелять. Дай похер.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Так. Ну, продолжаем дальше. Что с оружием?
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton.
Выбора больше не было, что ли? Ничего? Такого близко, ну ладно.
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often do. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches?
Hey.
What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green, but often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. Get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Okay. Валивай нахер. Фу.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this.
Беги.
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. That Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Пойдем за ними.
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right.
Вот они так попадают жестко.
I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
Shoot that running son of a bitch!
Стоять, куда побежал, блядь?
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Еще раз. Еще тише надо. До сих пор мышка для меня быстроватая настроена. Уже привык, блин, ему, что мне скорость медленная.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, "Clanton, I'm coming for you!" A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come.
Что теперь делать?
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Перезарядки, да, этот гад? Перезарядочка. Тереть, вот шмаляет, гнев такой.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Вот тут, сука, он еще кидометом кидает. А, сука. На, блин!
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral. A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die,
Классно, как он
and I
тоже тут
promise I'll tell
рассказывает.
you
Тут реально
why.
такой сюжет, что сделано, блин.
Get ready, boys.
Замечательно, блин.
But first I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new
Он
boss.
больше таких, как бы, почему перестали игры делать? Эти, что так? Эй, бля!
Curly Bills took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise. And
Боля,
after
боля,
that
боля, боля.
gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
Больно, бля.
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Сучонок выжил. И боты тут не тупые, они прям тебя окружают. Прям убить хотят. Так, тут все закрыто.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
Нельзя скинуть. Патроны у него на не лежат.
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
Hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Ай, в жопа! Блядь, прям в жопа!
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back.
Да что ты?
That was
Хитбокс
common
не
knowledge.
доходит или что? Вроде бы
Yeah,
был.
maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it.
Он у меня.
He was just being loyal to a friend.
Тут есть такой
Is that
маленький
what you call
шотган
it?
вместо револьвера.
Being loyal.
Давай попробуем, возьмем один.
Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Так, что настройка есть? Бах-бах. Наверное, прикалываемся. Чё, где вы, гады, тут все? Сортир.
Excuse me, sir. I have a
Они чё, на
question.
меня нападали?
What's
только
that,
что?
Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Классно обрезали.
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a
Курковый.
box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Или что, нигде что-то должно появиться? Вон они, окей.
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Динамит у нас есть.
Show 'em how to die.
Еще не все сдохли, что ли? Хитбокс не заходит, хитбокс, блин, маленько недоделанный. Дайте вам туда, бах! Куда упал, блин?
I'm gonna shoot you dead.
Ах, блин! Очень мало хита жрет, только на близе. Эта херень только работает на близе, блин. Где мой револьвер? Надо поменять на револьвер. Ты мертвый, нет? Ты что, дай мне назад. Дайте вам, гады. Собака, бля. По идее, такой калибр, они вот такую дверь, они бы разнесли бы в щепки. Если не ошибаюсь, у них все был 45-й калибр. Или большинство, как говорит. Блять, это поезд так пыхнул, я ж напугался. Мне не нравится. Эх, надо было на этих отпустить это все. Приставка сейчас, нет?
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Я, наверное, ставлю все эти бочки. Или нет? Сорвал, хрен с ним.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Так, я если помню, то тут нужно будет его со стороны бить. Копить ульту. И со стороны обходите в ухо ему свинцом керакать. А то так, бля, по-моему, вырубать будет.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil! Why is he still
беги, 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 беги. Я знаю, если он, бля, попадать будет, он будет более попадать. Да. Ай больно, ай больно. Как же, бля, больно. Все, вроде бы
Lucius
убили.
gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Так, что опять там? Джонни Ринго.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true.
С первого раза, я думал, опять что начнется, блин.
Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Честно убито. В этот раз, видите, честно. Значит, тот меня просто разозлил.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Продолжаем наше
I knew I needed
путешествие.
resources if I
Брата.
was going to track down Roscoe
Два револьвера
Bob
назад.
Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick.
Куда мне идти?
As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his
Давайте
gang to
сверху.
plunder
Еще
one
раз так.
last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
Есть! Убил нафиг.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
My late father pointed out to me more than once. God made men. Samuel Pope made them equal.
Он сверху, блядь, стоит. Запарят, блядь, шмалять меня. Я не видел тебя, что сверху стоишь, там, отдыхаешь. Опачки. Тут шотган можем взять. Плюс пульки. Так полностью мы, получается, обходим тогда.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in 48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Блин, нравятся мне взрывы. Игру вообще сделано на ура, вот это все.
James, who worked in the
Эта игра реально давно, не знаю какого года она. 2015, наверное. И редь. Беги, 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 беги.
Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors.
Что-то мне тут нужно было поменять. О! На рейнджер? Детка. Yes.
Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand, while stealing them blind with the other.
Хитбокс не проходил.
He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was tough, or had some kind of death wish, seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere. One stray bullet, one stray spark, and I'd be blown to hell and gone. Did I have any second thoughts about what I was doing? No.
Сдохни. Не, я оставлю себе эти два револьвера, бля. Они куда помощнее, бля.
I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine. But once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous.
Путь был, достроили.
As there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Сука, динамитом раскидываться.
Damn you! You ain't beefing me.
Бах. Да, давай мне дробовичок.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Давай, а мы с той стороны еще раз обойдем. Че орешь? Сейчас пойду.
Time to blow your shit up.
Офигеть. Че, на всякий думаю сюда же, да, ну? Или?
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily pushed. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
There he is!
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
Офигеть, да тут страшно спускаться. Все в этом, блин.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube. I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Поняли, как нужно на воздухе стрелять с эймботом?
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
Не понял.
Instead, I spotted a ladder
это все так
way into
нужно
the
в игре.
mine from the opposite side.
Ну и память у этого чела.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith. I was determined not to give up. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water.
Зарядник на рейнджер? Нет. Я сальсового рейнджера.
But first, I would have to make a choice.
Так, подожди-ка.
Take the elevator
окей.
or climb the ladder.
Да нет. Правильно пришел.
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Откуда? Вы, ребята, крутые там, блядь, сверху стрелять? Что, тут тачанку нужно? А, не, лестница. Окей. Всегда говорил и говорить буду. Хорошо в старые игры играть тогда, когда ты уже реально уже, наверное, много лет не играл. И ты просто забываешь в основном, где что находится. Что как и было. Лично у меня так. Ни хрена теперь не понял. Что теперь? И что теперь? Так, концентрация, Серега. Здесь до сих пор ничего нету. Я пошел, спустил, не, поднял лифт. Ладно. Или мне сразу, по-моему, предлагал или залезть на этом, на лифту, или подняться вот так вот по лестнице наверх. Ну ладно. Я на лифту прятался. Что теперь?
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserve better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Маленько тут присяду, наверное. Что-то ни херена стреляет. Так, куча динамита. Да ладно.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. It's just getting worse and worse for you, ain't it?
Блять, сразу убил. Блин.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
Где ты, урод, блядь?
I'm going all medieval on your ass. That one, didn't you? You can shoot, but can you aim? You kill me, or I kill you.
Что так?
I can shoot too! They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up! No blood money for you today!
Вот же урод, блядь. Просто убегай нафиг от этого динамита дома.
That moron out of here.
Сучонок, блядь, ну со всех сторон. И как мне тут отмахиваться от них? Ёб твою мать, блядь.
Bury you in a million pieces! They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! He's killed a lot of good men. I can shoot too! Why don't you destroy the circus? Look, he's shot. I'm going all medieval on your ass.
Бах!
Why not just give up?
Перезаряжай, просто перезаряжайся.
But can you aim? Keep pissing me off. See what it gets you. No blood money for you today.
Просто экономим пули пока.
It's our gold now.
This is gonna hurt. You killed an innocent man.
You can't beat me.
Shot. How you like that?
Сука, не туда увикнулся опять. Тяжело, блин.
You ain't taking me. All medieval on your ass. Boy, just kill him. I can shoot too. They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up. I'm shocked. Bet you can't do it again. You can shoot, but can you aim? You killed an innocent man.
You ain't beating me.
Блять, откуда же? Я ни хрена не вижу, блин, его. Запарил этот чел. Говноед, блин, в шляпе. Хайграунд себе забрал и все нафиг.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. Keep pissing me off. See what it gets you. They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. Oh, blood money
Еще неправильно отвернулся. Да ё-моё, сколько я вздыхать буду на нем. Так, ладно. Что-то надо придумывать, тут, блядь, не пойдет.
All medieval on your ass. That one! Get it! They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up! You ain't taking me! Good men! You can shoot, but can you aim?
Все, да неужели, блин?
Plumber died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty
Пока
hunter.
родил.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself. Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Бам-бам-бам. Поскакали дальше.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
О, классно. Классно револьверки. Как быстро перезаряжать, вообще ништяк. Все, патронит, что ли? Придется брать винтовку.
I thought the Texas Rangers got hard.
Глаз чешется.
Yeah, that's what they want
Нет,
you to
дробовик
believe.
здесь не выход срезан.
It was colder a witch's tit in a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
Мне до сих пор мало патронов для револьвера. О, а как туда можно зайти? Вы что же видите, что там что-то горит? Рядно, есть ли какой-то вариант здесь залезть, блядь? Хоть вот так, вернулись. патрончиков. Блин. Дверь не зайдешь тоже. Только там на втором этаже как-нибудь окно открыто или еще что-нибудь. Да хрен нас два. Хочу залезть туда и взять эту ерунду. Почему мне нельзя? Что за наебка года? Ладно, хрен с тобой. Просто револьверы и патрончики. Шотган тоже мне не нужен. Еще пойдем дальше по дороге. Так, нам туда не надо. А куда нам надо? Вообще ни хера не понял. Я отстроился отсюда. И куда мне теперь идти? Тоже нет, видите? Так, блядь. Теперь будем искать здесь какую-нибудь лестницу или чем наподобие. Какие-то лазейки. Так. По правому тут обходили. Плюс лестница, но нам до ее не достать. Не достать. Плюс вон тоже лестница. Так. Ну залазь на этот ящик, хочу посмотреть, неужели там серьезно? Главное не пиздануть с собой отсюда. Я не вижу, что там можно пролезть. О, больно.
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today.
Так. Нет, на пистолет не хочу менять. Мне эти пистолеты нравятся сильно. Что за нахуй? Не в ту дверь. Упс. Хереть. Тут уже куча трупов.
Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me.
Тоже обрезанный. Шотик, но мне не нужен. Ух ты какой.
Wait, I'm jumping the gun here.
Стильный.
Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted
Привет,
thugs.
коровки.
He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Shit, it's cold out here. Freezing my giblets off.
Ain't right, we gotta stay out here keeping watch like this.
Ain't no murder, stupid. Damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. Most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands.
До сих пор я не хочу.
I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp.
Не нужен маленький шотган, он
He was
серьезно.
carousing in town with his closest friend.
Абсолютно.
Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcome presence.
Оля, Оля. Успокойся.
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him.
Сверху.
Stop that son of a bitch!
Let the boys know we got another law dog.
Или получается в пещере там каком-нибудь сидит и тявкает. Рейнджер? Да не, мне этот пистолет нравится сильно. Перезарядка, но очень быстрая. Да, рейнджером помощнее будет. Ну, эти, блин, пошустрее перезарядки. Это много чего влияет.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Что это? Что это мергает? А, мергаешь ты чё? Странная хрень. Мне так и говорят, возьми рейнджер. Давай возьмем. Пускай даже это быстрее перезаряжается. Ну, если этот шмальнет, так шмальнет рейнджер, бля. Нихера особенного такого, да, нету. Краска, смотрите. Ха! Написано, короче. Вы видите, как сделано графикой. Mountain Bridge какой-то, блин. Так, точно. Можем на ух. Подзаделать это уже. Перезарядка на бегу, да. Да. Что у нас? Легендарно, открыл оружие, открыто. Так, все. 25% к дальности и минус 30% от отдачи. Тоже замечательно. Все, мои рейнджеры золотые.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little
Блин,
bit
напугал меня
better.
кактус этот дебильный. Я думаю, мне туда не надо 100%.
Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to
Блядь,
dispatch
это нажал.
hired killers.
Я заново хочу начинать. Я люблю такие. Я люблю такие вещи, поэтому начинаем заново.
Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story. I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
Красивый рейнджер. Да я тут ружье нужно, блядь. Далековато.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
Ага, патрон нету. А, тебя в хэт, блядь. Спорт тут моргает. Больше нет. Странно. Так, что, опять идем тогда наверх, получается, да? Заходим в салон этот. А так мы не можем в него войти?
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me. In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой, ай-яй-яй.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Здорово, мушкетер. Красиво у тебя револьвер, смотри, какой. Что это, слоновая кость?
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. No, wait! He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Блин, я думаю... Нет, все-таки так, я думал, опять с игрой что-то связано.
That man was faster than grease lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't
Тут
count
можно
his
было еще
shots. And
уклоняться
now,
от пуль.
he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life. Shot him in the back at a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben? Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, do you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
Сколько времени уже? Ух! Еще чуть-чуть. Надо буду включать, пойти попить. И начнем тогда потом ночной стрим Apex Legends. Посмотрим, кто-то все там играть будет. Сегодня кто из пацанов будет, кто не будет.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven. Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people.
Так.
The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable.
Так, револьвер с костяной ручкой. Че, ну с чем можем улучшить-то? Перезаряд винтовки. Так, больше зума. Так, это... Ладно, давайте сейчас револьвером просто все прокачаем. Это все шотганом. Это все мало мне интересно, честно сказать, с шотганом. Так как я больше играю с пистолетом, мы будем качать пистолет тогда дальше.
I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
Я себе как Халк. Топал только что, блин. Бах, бах.
Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move.
Так.
He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
Здесь, по-моему, карта лежала. Я уже собрал здесь.
They saw me before I saw them.
Оф. Откуда взяли, ребята? Здоровый, почему так шустро? Чуть ли меня, блядь, не ёкнули.
It crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
Бежать, падла. Давай мне рейнджера, конечно. Дробовик, винтовка. Не, оставлю себе винтовочку. Сука. Слушай, это классная винтовка. Можно я ее себе возьму? Ее приклад другой, блин. Бежать, апачи!
It was rugged country.
Апачи.
They weren't
За
at
вами
home up
вышел
the Cherokee
Сергачи,
Towers.
блин.
And that's why they had retreated there. I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Камни так шумят. Они все с таким узором, эти винтовки долбаные. Просто что за звук такой камней был? Без совпадений. На нахер.
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
Чик-чик-чик-чик.
A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness.
Я понял. Здесь тоже ход есть. Ладно, пойдем сюда. Оу.
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
На, окей, это дети двое стояли. I understand. Хоп! Работает спецназ, блядь. Окей. Не знаю, тут дробовик был неплохо, если будем сейчас слазить по этим пещерам.
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben.
Издеваешься, что ли?
Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
Ухо. Так что ты, ё-моё?
They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Ну, хоть тут среагировал. Блять, ну тоже среагировал. Я хочу среагировать. Блять. Так, сейчас тут вылезет. Сейчас тут они будут вылазить.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh,
О, тут
well, I pursued him into the cave of death.
просто шестизарядник валяется. Шестизарядники. Два шестизарядника. Не хочу. Зачем у меня там еще ничего не открыто? Нуль. Так, все с концентрацией. Динамит. Дополнительный урон комбо. Так. Ну, здравствуйте.
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows. And I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
Так.
As his story unfolded in my mind.
Что теперь?
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if I had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Заряжай давай.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
Окей. Давай, поднимайся. Что за нафиг? Каких тут самородков не валяется? Ни одного самородочка.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking the thundering whitewater river.
Да, я хочу заново. Я вред насчет этого. Мне нужно заново. Я хочу вот такие вот мини-игры. Я хочу в них просто участвовать. А нахер.
Chased after it, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo is right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother,
Блин, чё
but
мимо
I am
прыгнул и
relating exactly
упал.
what happened to me.
Печалька. Осторожней, поосторожней. Осторожней, вода смертельная.
There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than
Впрочем,
that,
мне
a
тут,
little
видите,
lady.
уже прокачивать можно. Да. Да. Ничего, раз, два, три. 3 штуки. Тут у меня уже все полное. Именно на револьверах. Чё?
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me.
Так. Тоже какая-то мини-игра будет, да?
And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them. And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before.
О! Нашел самородок, так. Что я нового тут нашел? Герой коренных американцев. Вот ты где. Коренных американцев, да? Не приезжих, а именно коренных. Так, когда-нибудь сяду, просто прочитаю все подряд, все самородки. Интересно почитать историю.
I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
Свинтил.
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Так, ребят, я думаю, на этом я свой стрим закончу. Именно этой игры. Я там хочу сейчас маленько чай попить. Ой. Маленько, говорится, пройтись. И хочу сесть за Apex Legends. Начать новый стрим. Там не знаю, получится это или нет. Посмотрю вообще, кто сейчас в сети. А если кто-нибудь будет из сети более нормальных людей, то можем поиграть. Если нет, то нет. Как говорится. Ну, кто был сегодня со мной, всем большое спасибо и до скорой встречи.